What is going on, everybody? This is TAETRO and welcome back to the Lo-Fi Lounge. I was really surprised in my recent review of this Bluetooth MIDI keyboard that people were very skeptical of Bluetooth MIDI technology. So, why is it that when you try to make music connected to a Bluetooth speaker or connected to AirPods or other Bluetooth headphones, there's too much of a delay to actually make music in real time? But if I tell you you can use a MIDI controller that has Bluetooth features, it's totally fine. We're going to answer that today. I'm going to hopefully quell some of your skepticism and talk about the reality of Bluetooth MIDI controllers. Today's video is brought to you by DistroKid, and I also want to say thank you to all my channel members who have clicked the join button down below and become a part of this awesome community and supported my channel. Thank you all so much. Okay, so the big problem is latency. Latency is the word for that delay you hear if you have a problem with your computer settings and you press a key on your keyboard and the sound is delayed. If there's too much delay and you can't play in real time, that's called latency. And that's what happens if you try to make music with Bluetooth headphones on or a speaker connected via Bluetooth. It's just too long of a delay to actually make music in real time. Now, most DAWs have a latency or a buffer size setting in their preferences that you can use to lessen this delay even with a wired MIDI controller. Now, my buffer size today is going to be set to 64 samples, which is about the lowest I can go without having any performance issues. But I can actually set that up to 256 samples before I start sensing any delay. This is something you should look into with your DAW regardless of if you're using Bluetooth MIDI controllers if you're having any latency issues. But no matter how low you set that latency value, you will never be able to make music connected to a Bluetooth speaker or connected to Bluetooth headphones. So again, why, and I'm going to demonstrate this in a minute, are you able to use a Bluetooth MIDI controller to make music in real time and not a Bluetooth speaker? And the reason is MIDI is a very easy data to transmit. Usually it's very simple information like note on and note off. Of course, we also have velocity, which is how hard or soft you hit a note. Those are just like numeric values, very simple, very small data to send over a wireless connection. Whereas audio is much bigger data to send over a wireless connection. It's possible, but getting it down in real time or close enough so that we feel it in real time, it's not quite there yet. Maybe someday. But I'm going to talk about why sometimes you see this speaker in my videos. How the heck am I even wearing wireless headphones in some of my videos if what I just said is true? But first, I want to give you a real-time demo of 3 separate Bluetooth MIDI controllers so you can see them in action and see how they perform under a wireless connection. Now, I'm not a robot. I'm going to be playing in real time to a metronome, so some of the notes you see will be off the grid. But if I sense that there's some non-human error happening, like an error with the wireless connection and sending the notes, I'm going to point that out. Let's start with this keyboard controller. So in this test, really no non-human error at all. I'm not getting any delay in notes across those ideas that I just played, across those different tempos. And during this test, it performed really reliably. Next, let's test the Orba. I think you'll be surprised with what you see, but first, let me tell you a little bit about our sponsor for today's video, DistroKid. DistroKid is the easiest way for you to get your music to everywhere that people listen to music, like Spotify, Apple Music, even TikTok. I've been using DistroKid since well before they've ever sponsored the channel, and the reason I chose DistroKid as my distributor is because you just have to pay a single annual fee and you can upload as much music as you want throughout the year. The Be Prolific model is what really got me. It's really simple to upload music with DistroKid, but they also have a lot of other cool features for artists to help you promote your work or just make things easier. For instance, I've used their new mobile app to upload music, so I can upload the music right from my phone, the music, the artwork, everything everything. And in my most recent release, I used the hyper follow feature to get people to pre-save my release. And since DistroKid allows you to collect emails from people who have pre-saved your track, I was able to run a giveaway to help promote my pre-saves, which actually led to this release being the most pre-saved release I've ever had. And now that the release is out, DistroKid has actually given me this page that I can add links to and basically make a landing page for my release. I included the streaming links, merch links, as well as my own website link. It's a really handy feature and it makes things easy for artists. And today, if you want to save 7% on your annual membership, you can use my link in the description. It helps support the channel and you get a little discount for yourself. Thank you again to DistroKid for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to talking about Bluetooth MIDI controllers. So in this instance of recording with Orba, I actually did have some non-human error, I believe, and a delayed note there in bar 3. I'm pretty confident that I was playing in time and that note was just too far delayed. Now that's a problem with the wireless connection there for sure. But I ran another test, played for a little bit longer, and had no non-human error. And the reason I did that was just to be fair to Orba, because no matter any of the controllers that I show you today, Bluetooth technology, Bluetooth MIDI technology is not perfect, and that's not what I want to show you here today. I just want to show you that it's reliable enough for daily use. You will have more errors than a wired connection, because with a wired connection, you're pretty much never going to have note dropouts because it's wired. But it just so happens with the first test, we didn't have any of those non-human errors. I can't recall if I've experienced it with this controller, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was some percentage of non-human error with any MIDI controllers. And on that note, why don't we go ahead and give a shot to the Lumi. So again, this controller here didn't have any non-human errors, didn't feel any unneeded delay or delay that wasn't caused by my own human playing. And I want to talk about why you see this Bluetooth speaker and these wireless headphones in some of my videos and how I'm actually using them in real time making music. But to sum up that round of testing, I wanted to choose 3 different MIDI controllers from 3 different manufacturers, different form factors, and just show you that I think Bluetooth MIDI is pretty reliable, and I'm somebody who uses it often across different controllers. Is there always some degree of non-human error, aka delayed notes or off notes based on the fact that it's wireless? Yes. And that's definitely only a problem when you're operating wirelessly. So if you can accept that low percentage of error for the convenience of wireless and Bluetooth, then I guess Bluetooth is for you. If you can't accept that, or if you're just somebody who hates charging things, then I guess Bluetooth is not for you. So how about these headphones? How am I using these in real time? Well, these are special headphones developed by III. In addition to having a Bluetooth functionality, they also have a low latency wireless transmission mode, but that does require the use of a wireless receiver. I believe it's actually using like radio frequencies, but what this system allows for is to be able to play in real time with really, really low latency, imperceivable latency, so I can play no problem in real time with wireless headphones. It's actually pretty cool, but this isn't Bluetooth. You can set them to Bluetooth mode, but I'm not using them with Bluetooth when I'm making music. It's a different wireless technology. And you probably saw this in some of my videos, my JBL Flip 4 speaker. How am I using this when making music in real time? Well, I'm never using it connected via Bluetooth when I'm making music in real time. It instead on the back has a port, and it's an aux cable port. So usually if I'm just out and about in the field and I don't want to use headphones, I want to play out loud, I connect this with an aux cable to my computer or whatever device I'm using. It's a hardwired connection. I'm not using Bluetooth technology when making music in real time. So I hope that cleared up people's skepticism and fear of Bluetooth MIDI. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below if this either convinced you one way or the other. If you're just flat out against Bluetooth MIDI, I would love to hear from you. For me, I would love to see more controllers incorporate Bluetooth MIDI technology because it's just so nice to be able to play without a cable. It's so nice. Thank you again to DistroKid for sponsoring today's video, and thank you again to my channel members who support this channel every single month. You really make a lot of things possible so that I can do more interesting videos, and I've got a lot of cool stuff planned for you for the rest of the year. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been TAETRO. Have a good one.